sir, good people. The cure and from the continent.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters, like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see. I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black.
Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me, Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No, no, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I am dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't want...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
Your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue.
If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time, and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off their heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now. We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry before the guard can act.
Bit of poison on my blade.
And let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this.
Come on. Let's see what you're capable of. Let's see what you're capable of.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Lord Minister! The Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all its governors.
The Guard is everywhere. They could succeed.
We will do everything in our power to thwart them. Come now. We'll take you somewhere safe.
I'll follow you.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
I don't have the key. Locked.
Lord de Cosillon! The Coin Guard tried to assassinate my cousin and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. It was only a question.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might follow me.
I'm coming.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Let's see if you know how to use your weapon.
Locked. I don't have the key.
To my help! And death to the enemies!
Get a poison on my blade. Let's go!
Move! Things are about to get dicey! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Locked.
Things are about to get dicey.
See if you know how to use your...
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone sick who is dear to me, and the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well. I promise to stay here, obediently awaiting your return.
Let's go then.
And cousin? Watch out for yourself. You are dear to me as well.
You will be safe here.
Thank you, my friend. I will never forget what you've done for me.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.
Welcome! Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. Welcome! Have you seen anything to your liking? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! Potion if you want to cast a spell. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Messenger, be ready to... You must warn the governor of Hikmet that a conspiracy...
It's just that I can't...
What are you talking about? The order comes from...
It's just that I was told if I left the city...
Who said that? The commander's men,
I don't really know, but they were heavily armed.
And so you are prepared to... But don't you understand that... Do you know the punishment... Now is not the time. Make preparations to leave. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is her life and those of her entourage.
Very well, Your Excellency.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Lady Moange, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating Constantine and his entire entourage.
The idiots!
You are in danger. Do you know a safe place where we could take you?
Don't worry about me. I have friends here. They will hide me. Go! And do be careful.
The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were all...
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' secondary activities. In the basement.
I see. Our priority should still be to stop Torsten. We'll worry about the others later.
Oh, it's a great place. best forge in Tier for D. Blades, armor, locks, custom pieces, made to order. Your Excellency, it is an honor.
Soldiers!
Captain!
We have a message for the commander. Where is your instructor?
They are both in the officers' hall, Captain. On the other side of the landing, on this floor.
Very well. At ease, soldier.
What are you doing here, recruits? Return to your barracks. You have your orders.
Sorry, Lieutenant, but I'm afraid we cannot follow those orders. You are under arrest, as well as your commander.
But what is this? I recognize you. You're the governor's emissary. And Kurt, you had your orders.
Sorry, but forced to betray someone, I decided it would be the less likable of the lot.
Traitor. Soldiers, ready weapons.
A bit of poison on my blade.
And let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
To my help! And
Of us! A bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! I need heat.
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. I know you've paid your entry fee. My orders are not to...
What if I paid you a supplement for your goods?
Very well, you can come in.
I regret, my lord, we are closed this evening. Come back.
I'm not here to tempt my luck. Are you in charge?
That's right. What do you want from...
From you? Nothing. We are here to...
Is that right? Now this ought to be good.
You know very well.
Oh, and you think that my men are just gonna...
Why would your men risk their lives and their families' well-being to serve your greedy ambitions? Gentlemen, you have been manipulated. I imagine you were promised riches and high station on the island. Told that with such a prize you would be free of the services of the merchants, the mages and the scholars. But do you imagine for an instant that the Nauts would risk losing their precious clients for you? That the continental nations that you've betrayed would accept that you might return to their lands? You would be condemned to remain on this island, isolated and forever banished from the continent. I only hope that you are leaving no one behind you, because you will never see them again.
You make sense. We have too much to lose in this story. I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but you're gonna have to deal with this yourself. Do with him what you feel you must.
Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go!
Soldiers! Ready weapons! We are under attack!
We have been sent by the Governor Constantin d'Orsay. Your lieutenant is accused of high treason for having participated in an attempted coup d'etat. As you can see for yourselves, the attempt failed. Are you also ready to be accused of treason because of your loyalty to your lieutenant?
I doubt it. I'm sure they're gonna make the wise decision. Isn't that right?
You give your word that we'll suffer no repercussions if we...
You have my word.
Very well.
To my help! And death to the others! We've arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. But we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers. Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever. Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
He must have been told about our attack on the ghost camp and drew his own conclusions. He knew you better than you thought he did.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
faint!
What can I pour for you?
Nothing, thanks.
Oh. Want armour that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you. You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all terrain.
Captain Reuben?
Aye, the man himself. To whom do I...
De Sardet. And I'm sure you know my...
Vasco. Oh, do not worry.
I'm sure.
What brings you here?
The Admiral told me that you were the new captain of the ship we arrived.
The Seahorse? Yes. It's an excellent... But you did the crossing. You know it as well. Did you want to know anything?
That'll be all.
De Sardet.
I need to be going.
welcome. Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. You'll find all you need in
What brings you?
The Admiral told...
Listen, you did the...
That'll...
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of!
The game is over for you, Commander.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes, I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. As for you, my dear cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the Commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the Commander and his underlings before they were able to flee.
Barely, but yes. They're going to have to pay for their crimes.
I cannot remember if the traitors are hung before being quartered, or if it is the contrary. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such terrible pain and we're yet to discover a cure.
I'm sorry. I fully intend to continue my research. We have a number of leads, but with all that's been happening...
Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer, with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you...
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Thélème are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can. So, have you reached an agreement?
Our discussions were very fruitful. However, we are faced with a problem.
Really?
Our peace treaty depends on the ability to exchange freely.
And Chief Ulan has warned me that our merchants would be at risk of being attacked by the neighboring clan.
Mordoon, the chief of the village of Igugsob, is at the Nea Exragao. He is among those who think that the people of your island are only here to take from us. But his village would also benefit from this agreement. If you could convince him to meet us, we could...
Without this, I am afraid we would not be able to make a peace...
I am sure that you will manage to convince him that...
I can try.
Adloret.
The valley is vast. We should get to a vantage point if we want to find this expedition.
Protect me in this battle!
What are you doing here, Renaigse? Your kind are not welcome in my
Ulan, the king of Vignamri, wants to establish a trade agreement.
This sounds like something he would do. All of that in hope of breathing new life into his village, while insulting the members.
Hikmet's emissary will only sign if their merchants can move freely.
I am not like him. I, the Renaigse, cannot beat.
The Danea Exregao, and yet you are running away from a mere meeting. By refusing to negotiate, you are only showing weak...
Not Fradi. The worst part is that I cannot refuse this meeting without appearing weak. Fine. I will meet Ul. Tell them to find me.
I will tell them right...
You really know how to talk to people. I never thought you would be able to convince Mordu. His anger towards the Renaigse is so strong.
the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
enlightened protect me in this battle? Protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Over there. Tents. This must be the expedition's camp.
This is a rather conspicuous place to set up camp.
Signs of combat. They were attacked. By the look of the tents and the campfire, it dates back several days. It seems they were taken prisoner. I don't see any bodies. No weapon leaves this sort of marking. Perhaps they were wielding magic.
Yes. It is the art of the Donegada. One of the Valley clans was here.
Would you know which one?
One who fights against the invasion of the peoples from your island. I can be sure of nothing more.
Why would they attack scholars? They're not warriors.
They come here as conquerors. This is enough. But they were not killed. Warriors would have been.
This looks like scientific equipment. This must be the Lost Expedition's campsite. This looks like the journal of a naturalist. There are sketches of flora and fauna. There is no doubt. We are definitely on the trail of the Lost Expedition. It seems that one of the team kept a distance from the others. Let's see what we can discover. A trail of blood. That cannot be good. Follow it.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Corpse. The clothes cannot be mistaken. From the looks of him, I would say he's been dead for days. This isn't the woman whose journal we found.
This man traded his life for all.
It was only a scholar, a sage, not a warrior.
Do you think my people see a difference when bridgemen steal our people? From who do you think?
I lean towards Siora's point of view. The practices of these Scholars, so-called seekers of Taleme, would offer you protection and support.
In exchange for our souls.
I'll search the body. We might... Here is the isolated camp mentioned in the journal. Everything is in order, but the inhabitants are no longer there. Its position would have allowed them to escape the attack.
The view over the valley is magnificent, and makes it difficult for an enemy to approach without being seen.
It is a journal. She speaks of their research and relates here. I believe she...
These people of the bridge have either just hatched from eggs or are complete idiots. My people are at war. They do not spare an enemy under pretext that they are not wearing the clothes.
We must follow the tracks of the...
This woman, this is where we should go.
Look, those are islanders. They might be from the clan that attacked the Bridger camp.
That's possible. They look like trackers. But what are they tracking?
New prey, no doubt. Let's get closer.
Renaigse!
We won't let you take us. We will not kneel down without a fight.
Wait! We have no desire to fight you. We only want to find the Lion Sages. They are not warriors, but their chief is ready to send an army of warriors to liberate them. If you help us bring them back, you will save your tribe from a costly battle in lives.
He speaks truly. Look, one of them is already eager to bring Lion warriors back to us.
All we wanted was for them to tell us where our brothers are being kept.
What good is this if we must leave our camp behind? Very well. Stay away from the main entrance. Our guards will not welcome your arrival.
Pass around. There is a smaller entrance hidden there.
There must be a key.
I'm not here to kill you.
Tell me then, what is your intended purpose?
We were sent to look for you.
Apologies, but allow me to express my doubts.
Well, after this little swim, you could always try to pull the trigger.
Who sent you to find me?
Well, we were not looking for you in particular, but the entire expedition. It was Governor Burham who asked us to find you. He's worried about you. You haven't been reported.
You should have said that straight away. I must admit, I was hoping for a rescue. Of a different nature. Do you have a name?
Desarde. I'm from the congregation.
The new governor's cousin. Who wears an islander face. I've heard stories about you. And them?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid. From the people that your own capture and torture.
I've never taken anyone. On the contrary, we had hoped to exchange our knowledge with your own.
Bishop Petrus, if our young friend hadn't insisted on coming here, I would have gladly let you rot in this marsh.
Behold the charity of the enlightened, huh? This is a rather odd group. I am Afra, a scholar from the Bridge Alliance. It is rather rare to find me rolling in the marshes. I study the fauna and flora of this isle. I should imagine you have many questions.
What has happened since the attack?
We were taken prisoner. I was able to escape while I wanted to join the Bridge Alliance frontier post, not so I doubled back to keep watch of... I have been hoping to find a way to free...
Have you made progress?
We were studying some quite... The region is rife in unknown and novel species. Some say the local shamans know all the... If only
We saw the site where you were attacked.
we were taken by surprise. I had an uneasy feeling and kept myself apart. But when I heard my fellow scholars shout, I rushed over. Most of my companions are... One of them tried... We decided to...
Could you lead us to the village where your colleagues...
Certainly. And I fully intend to participate in this rescue.
This is where the natives took your colleagues?
Yes, it is here. These ruins...
There's so many.
I have spied on the... They are being kept... I would rather avoid unwarranted deaths. We should wait until nightfall and look around the camp to find a more discreet way to get inside.
Indeed, it would be wiser than trying to get in through the gate.
I fled as they were about to lock my companions inside a cell. We're going to need a key.
Please, Honor Manawi, let's try to avoid a fight. Is that you?
Come quickly. We don't have much time. Thank you for your help.
Do not thank me yet. We are still in a shipload of danger.
Now, we must find a way to get out of this valley without putting my companions in danger.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Trokarid, mercy. You have defeated us. Spare us our lives.
If you spare them, they will only hunt us down until we are all...
No, you have our word. We have been best.
How can we trust you? You attacked our camp when
They are savages.
We only sought to learn where you have caged.
Spare their lives. I beg you. They were only fighting to save the lives of those that have disappeared.
Very well. Leave.
Thank you, Onol Manawi.
We are no longer in danger.
I must admit, the reasons for my being here and your research to find a remedy against the Malachor could...
You speak like a true man of science. Then you'll be thrilled. Your heroic efforts to save us from those savages could help.
Is that right? In that case, we need to speak with Governor Burham immediately.
Very well. I'll...
Sir de Sade, and our expedition. I thank you sincerely for having brought them back, Excellence. You are a providential man.
Please, sir. It was you who convinced me and my cousin of the capital importance of their research.
Research that has borne fruit, Your Excellency.
Truly? This is excellent news. You have found a plant with sufficient properties?
Not exactly. Know that during our captivity, an island woman visited the camp. The natives called her Tiena Hack Cadactus and treated her with utmost reverence. I heard them talk about a remedy, a universal remedy it seemed, that she had concocted. How's that? Well, I grasp the basic of the local tongue, and I am certain to have heard the word yag. Remedy. Surprising. But the Tear Nahach is very powerful and very wise. It is possible that she did craft such a remedy.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, and
what of this conflict?
Officially, of course we did not. But it seems that they represent no true danger. And to be frank,
could you tell me a little of...
Hikmet is the... We began a magnificent... Here you could... In everyone's...
I have to go.
Farewell, my lord.
The fiery flasks, you'll find... Greetings. I have all that... We also selling...
I imagine that for an hour...
Indeed. That being said, we will probably... So, in the mean... I was honored by your visit. Please, come back whenever you want.
Here comes our pay, boys!
Come on, let's see what you got.
Close to it, Richnestiri.
Out! No one enters!
I need to speak with you.
Yes, Petrus.
I've come up with a plan.
Do tell.
You will have to take part in a fight in the arena. To do this, you'll have to face...
That would effectively...
That may be the...
I see.
And by doing...
This will make her lose.
Exactly. Ivy, without knowing it...
And she will be at her...
This is how... So...
It is certain... I'll come back to you.
Of course, my...
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
Glad to... I will have to go. So... Did you want anything else?
I must...
Desade, I'd like to
I'm listening.
My colleagues are... However, if the potions...
Why not talk about it?
Seora, but I was told by study, but they call...
Very well.
Thank...
Mordoun is willing to meet you at Lanristel.
You really are an accomplished negotiator.
I knew you would succeed.
Do you know where this place is?
Of course. In our language, it is a sacred place. One...
In that case, we should go there at once.
Yes. Come back to see me.
Ulan is acting strangely. I do not trust him.
We should go to Lanristel to check that everything is going according to plan.
And if we want to see this... Mordoun is being attacked. Let's go and rescue him.
Close to his refrestiri.
Adloredar, thank you for coming. You saved me. That accursed Ulan. I should have known he would betray us both. My men are dead, and now I am injured. He achieved exactly. I will have to join another clan if I do not want my...
I'm sorry, Mordoun.
You were deceived. Just farewell, on Almanawi.
traitor! This meeting was meant to establish peace, and yet you have exclusively sent armed men.
Mordoon was a Denea Exragao. He would have never accepted an agreement with the Renaig Say. He would have endlessly attacked our merchants and our allies' caravans. We had to protect ourselves if we were to make these exchanges.
By lying and manipulating.
I am sorry, but I was unsure that you would... I understand your anger. But keep in mind that you are now a Karans of Ignamri. And should you see anything else...
Nothing.
You survived. Which must mean, alas, that one of the Nada... You are a great warrior. What do you see?
You set a trap for us, invoking and releasing that creature.
It is true. And the Nadaig is indeed one of the... I was hoping that you would disappear. The swamps, you have seen things that no stranger to our clan has ever seen. But you survived. You are strong.
The ritual. This is how you prepare the blood sap.
What are you talking about, Sior?
No one knows the recipe. But it is the very balm that allows her warriors to enter into a trance, and to rise again when they have fallen.
It is true. You do not know the ingredients, but you know now how the blessing works. I have nothing more to give you than my excuses. And you are a brave on Almanawi.
You request my help after sending me on a suicide mission.
You helped us to find the camp of the Soul Lasser. And you have proven your valor fighting the Nadaig. So yes, I am asking...
What do you intend to do?
Attack and destroy this camp, and those who live in it.
And how am I supposed...
My clan is powerful, but so are these Soul Lasser. I need more warriors. Eseld of the Gaius Rad. You know how to talk to...
I suppose I could...
That would be good. Meet us near...
Shouldn't you first inform the Mother Cardinal? I don't think she'd appreciate the congregation getting involved without her even being informed about the situation.
What an astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is to find Father Justinius.
Welcome to Eden.
Thank you. Desade.
And I am
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the...
That's excellent news. If you want to learn more about these you should find her...
Who are the suspects?
The heretical. They must have wanted to please them.
How could they have learned of the tablet?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this... They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are...
I must leave you.
May the enlightened...
I wondered how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence. Hello. Can I ask you some...
Of course.
I talked to Father Eustace.
Indeed.
Where were the tablets?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Mateus later. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to... You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to.
I imagine someone...
Of course. We took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil.
Whom do you suspect of being...
Alas. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. Or it could have been vengeance by those who...
Well, thank you for these...
I am the one who...
The Mother Card... What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor. They were afraid we might chase them out. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of...
Were there any...
Yeah, but we stood...
Thank you. Thank you. Greetings.
I'm Brother Virgil.
According to your colleague...
Indeed.
Do you suspect...
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is...
Well, Sister Eugenia...
Of course. But our motive, all that matters to us, is their value as proof. Not...
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many... And the natives knew...
They are the ones...
Well, some...
What can you tell me? Well, thank you.
As you wish. There were witnesses.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Mateus lived here. Our action to keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tension with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say... Have you been in Eden?
2 months. I joined. We arrived straight, but once we were here, we must.
You talked about a mission with the natives.
What? I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia. Our mission is to banish pagan cults and convert the entire the island belongs to Saint Mateus, and therefore to delay.
You have a very unique way. How?
When and it is proved, I would like to.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. There is only one entrance in the door.
This priest, Virgil, said that the night was calm. So the thieves only had to take...
It's very likely that that's what happened. But it can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
You think that the one who told them is in this village?
They must still have allies in the village. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles.
Hello. Oi am Lair.
Hello. Desade.
There are on Olmenawi among... What do you want from me?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like... Tell me about the arrival of...
The priests were roaming around the village. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd. And one morning they were building houses next to ours.
The priests told...
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were So we let them talk. And now, some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive.
One of the theologians...
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them.
What happened to your warrior?
They did not accept the presence of the priests, and they even asked Deirdre. Did she? So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they only asked for peace. And
aren't you angry?
No. Oi more.
Your opportunity
for the Renaigse to understand who we are. But men.
I have to go.
Loiks.
Father.
I'm glad to see...
Why share this village with the...
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much...
Tell me about how you...
We did not create it from the ground up. The islanders called it Vixenagad, which... We saw it as a... And so, we just...
How well do you get along with it?
Very well, of course. Especially...
Left?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Some of their legends...
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedlug. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones...
There are no Onol Manawi and no warriors here either. Did they all leave?
Perfect harmony takes time, my child. But, in the meantime, we must settle. Nobody thought we could live...
I must leave you.
May the Enlightened...
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
On the other hand, had they followed their chief's example, this wouldn't have happened. Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur.
You have returned.
I think I know who stole.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance, but they must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who...
You may be right.
You do well to tell me what you... Once the priests have...
I do not think they will hurt us.
I understand why you are no longer the chief. If you do not even know what the inhabitants of your village...
You're right. I was indeed a bad...
I understand. If you... Since you do not want to talk, the Inquisitors will make you confess the name of...
You wouldn't do that. The Solasser would burn the...
He's not really leaving me a choice.
Wait! I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vind...
If she's helping the...
Her son is one of the war. If you go talk...
I have no intention of hurting her. I have to go.
Loix.
Karans, do you need something?
The first time you...
Aside from the way you dress, I have never seen an Onol Manawi amongst the Renagse before.
No, I understand. And I hope that this
Perhaps if your difference wasn't merely physical, but your heart, anything else.
Do you have anyone? A friend, perhaps, whom you can talk to in this trying time?
I usually, and I think she...
I know we've only known each other for a little while.
Thank you, Onol Manawi. Anything else?
I must leave you. Greetings.
Bertir Tumad. Yes.
What can you tell me about...
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him. Not me. But I think the mind shakers. He almost speak.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of Saint Matthias.
No. This is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had...
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what?
The only means of alleviating the situation with Thélème is to give them... So, if you don't want your son to suffer the...
Bran and the rest of the exiles, if you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the pant, please.
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
I hope you don't intend to fight them. They've already had to leave their families and their homes. They've suffered enough.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
Remember that we were told the area on the left was a trap. It would be smarter to take the other path.
There, we found them. Now all that's left to do is to return to Eden. Shame that things have gone this far.
And the worst here, they didn't deserve to die to please those priests.
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
I'm sorry, Vindwal, but I had to resort to force.
Nah.
I am genuinely sorry.
Go.
There, we found them. Now all that's left to do is to return to Eden. What are you doing here?
I was worried for my...
I think so.
I am glad to hear that you managed to... He needs to stop seeking revenge.
That would indeed be wiser. Vengeance has no... I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely.
I am curious to know who is responsible.
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back.
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be so...
Had you respected this village, You would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here for their opinion, instead of talking about harmony.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back naturally.
Actually, I must go back to my work.
Your next expedition.
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help.
Thank you. This way!
No magic here. Drink a potion. You're going tired. You should drink a potion. Heal yourself, quickly. No magic here. Drink a potion. Be careful. Drink a potion. Your arm is broken. Salvage.
You were lucky.
Yes. Blessed be the earth that has brought...
Oi! You one.
Oh no!
These creatures are venomous. If their venom has come into contact with her blood, this young woman...
And we're too far from the village to seek...
I know a potion that will erase the effects of the...
I have a vial of it in my bag. Hold on.
Thank you. Truly the best wins...
Here, drink...
Don't worry.
You can trust her.
Morian, what do you feel?
I feel...
She is saved. May the trees always bear fruit.
It was nothing.
You are different from other Renaixi. You know that...
We came to study this place.
This is one of our places of ritual.
I seek to understand the mechanisms of your
You seek the secrets of the Donegada.
Yes. His name is Dunkas.
Here is someone who should be able to answer all your...
Let us go, then.
I have so many questions.
What happened?
We were meditating at the sacred circle. Morian was poisoned, and...
Really? We are not yet used to the ring. You should go and meditate now.
They are different from the others.
I hear your gratitude, Morian.
My name is Desardet.
And I am Dunkas. Your face markings designate you as one of ours. Yet you are a clan that rarely shows generosity. Yet you saved Morian.
Please. We couldn't let her die without doing anything.
This feeling brings you honor. But what?
It was me who led my friends there. I was hoping to...
Lions always want to stay covered our secrets to better steal our land.
Calm now. Perhaps this lioness is different from... Maybe we were wrong about...
I'm not trying to conquer your island, let alone hurt anyone.
A noble quest that could perhaps bring peace. But to which I cannot reveal such secrets without seeking advice. But in order to thank you for saving one of our daughters, eat and celebrate life.
We accept your invitation.
Of course. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
I did not expect your Denegad to reveal, but I would have loved to learn more.
Perhaps you should be patient. It takes years, and since you are staying with us tonight...
That's what I hope.
Thank you for welcoming us tonight.
Yes.
We are glad that you stayed with us.
Your face brings with thoughts, Afra.
It's nothing.
We should all rest. It has been a...
Good night. Is something wrong?
Dunkas wasn't here tonight, yet he's the one who invited us to stay. I also saw one of the elders sneaking out of the village.
You think they're hiding something from us?
I don't know. But since they don't want to share their...
I don't like it one bit, Afra. If the elders and...
In that case, why don't you explain where the transfer...
It's not... You have to believe.
I see. So we will discreetly follow these people.
After I'd like to speak to you. Bird tear to mud. You are on Olmana.
Lugaid Blau. Is that what you call the
Yes. Those who have yellow...
They're coins. But to answer your question, yes. I'm the legate of the congregation.
Is legate the Renaigse word for...
No. It means that I'm in charge of diplomat...
So I was right. Some of your clan are preventing us from...
Really?
Several seasons ago, there were some old trees in this glade. So we let them do... At first, everything was fine. So we wanted to heal them, but they won't let us come close. They're bod ironied.
I could investigate.
Yes, please.
Here they are. Let's try not to be detected. Too late. They've gone. What are we going to do?
This trail only seems to go in one direction. Let's follow it anyway.
Shh! I hear something.
We found them. Let's be as discreet as possible. They are below.
Get down or we'll be seen.
Dage Loxen. Nas Folade Hestagal Klosaigamen.
Leaves rustle and speak. Someone is listening to us.
Whoever you are, come out of the shadows. Hiding is futile.
Forgive us. We did not intend to interrupt you.
Approach, friend knights.
Why are you here?
We're sorry. We didn't mean to interrupt your conversation.
We need answers, so we followed your elders.
I never thought I would see you like this, hiding in the bushes, spying on your elder's daughter of Bloodmeat.
I'm the one who brought her here. She didn't want to follow you, but she refused to tell me what I need to know.
Well, since you absolutely want to learn, do as the apprentices do. Take a seat. And be quiet. We are here to meditate, to hear the voice of the earth. Because the wind has changed.
Close doors. Arwechnis diri. You were right. Johan is ready. Morion's trial has made her more sensitive.
She is his Minundanem, and he is hers. One cannot progress without the other. She will have to bring him to the Cave of Knowledge. This will be his last trial before creating the bond.
May their path be gentle and shielded. As for me...
And the day the call is loud enough, you will respond. But it's not yet time for you to join. So, Afra, are you satisfied?
It was informative, although it's not... This meeting was strange. It almost seemed like...
Maybe it's true.
Some believe so strongly that...
Have you learned what you want?
What they said about we have a unique...
But we can't follow...
No.
Karan, do you need something?
I've never heard you...
He was the dad.
What happened to him?
He was killed. My mother, anything else?
I'm...
Oi, toy! Look at all this. Quawalemse. Quawalemsek.
It's you on Ulmenawi! Come and see! I'll receive... Bertir, do you want to...
How is business nowadays?
No. See, and the people of this village really like what I bring back. Our chief Ulan is very happy. You will always be welcome here. Oh, it's you on Ulmenawi! Come and see! I'll receive you.
Ready to Perfect. Here for your greatest pleasure, our team of excellence. Once again.
Left. Drink a potion.
Excellent. And the public... Perfect. You've grown to love their faces. You know their tactics. The excellents are back. And they are now more ready... excellent. And the... Perfect. That's incredible. Who would ever have believed that our excellence would have risen so high, so...
Desade, I'm happy. I can't wait to find... I could probably go... Don't you want to...
You're right, Afra.
Thank you, Desade. Our new friend...
You are now I must say, this is the first. Allow me to give you this. The prize award.
Thank you. I need to get going.
Huh.